Here we are, ladies and gentlemen. Part 2 of Geminis Nocte, our little detour while we get back on track with our normal content. Once again, I apologize for the little hiatus, but we'll be getting back to our normal storyline as soon as possible and get that out to you. But for now, buckle in. We're leaving off of episode 1, where Bentley, aka Jean, read some text from a parchment that he won in a dice game from a mysterious person in a bar. Everybody fell asleep, and then the DM ordered everyone to switch character sheets in a round-robin Freaky Friday sort of situation. Thanks for listening. Here we go.
He's DMing.
So you don't get one,
He's
right?
DMing, so
DMing.
everybody's characters.
I become Xylor. You become Morty.
You're the worst, though.
Yeah, I think the same about you, Jean.
I promise.
I don't like your birthday.
Not anymore.
I spent a lot of time on that, and I'm really upset.
Well, you get to play it more later. Or in the future. Dude, I wanted to play... I didn't even get to turn into an animal, and that's the one thing I looked forward to doing. Turning into an imaginary fucking animal.
You should have thought about that before you passed out.
I did not.
Okay.
That's my backup if Lanston dies.
Well, look, I have another character sheet if you want me to... Like, if you're
No.
concerned about
He's
it.
already seen.
All I read was Jean-Claude Van Bloodsport.
No, there's no van.
Jean-Claude Bloodsport.
Yeah.
God, were you even listening?
Yes. So honestly though, that's all I read. So if you want him to give me something,
It's fine.
so you can keep it a secret.
It's fine.
Honestly, though, I don't know any of the spells on any of the character sheets I really have. So,
I've got handy dandy spell cards thanks to my lovely wife.
nice. Those are handy, actually.
So if you know what spell you're
If you need
You're rolling?
a lot of the history, it didn't print out because
I don't think it'll.
the printable
That's the
PDF
thing,
stuff is messed up.
So
A
you're
lot of
still
the-
yourself, but in another body, right? Or are you that character?
You are now playing that person's. Like, you don't have to know the background and stuff. Just
Excellent.
essentially run the encounter using that stat. block.
Excellent.
So I'm still going to be
So I'm
Morty,
not-
but
I'm
I'm
not
going to be
even-
Morty in Xylor's body.
I'm not even going to be looking at your background or anything. I'm just going to be using your stats for whatever encounter we end up.
Dude, this is not how I thought Xylor was spelled, just to be clear.
It's like xylophone.
That's not how you spell xylophone. There's no Z in xylophone.
It's old timey.
That's true, dude. It's the Bravik spelling. If it's...
So
You think you found one?
yeah, I think
Okay.
I have no idea what's going on. So the everyone in the room starts to
Weave
me a
tale.
awaken. Super groggy.
So
super,
far, so good.
Yeah, super groggy. Everybody kind of, everybody's disheveled, and everyone's heads are lifting up from the table.
Real
Yes.
quick, like, just for the meta's sake, like, so is this a Freaky Friday situation where you wake up and you're like, I'm in a different body?
Penis.
Oh, that's what you're asking.
Yeah.
about. Yeah.
It
so
is?
you're still
Morty.
in your brain. You're Morty, but
I'm in Xylor's
you
body.
are, for all purposes,
Xylor.
Yeah.
Okay,
Super weird.
so I'm waking up, like, super groggy.
Like looking at your hand.
And I'm, like, going to stretch. And the first thing I notice is how f***ing big everything is around me. Like, all of a sudden, like, the table is, like, still, like, kind of higher than me. I freaking look around, like,
That's the first thing you notice.
well, and everybody's
Going
like,
from male to female.
I'm getting there. God. And I stretch out and I'm doing all this sort of thing. I'm like, what the? I look down and I'm just like, what the? And I pull my waistband open. And I'm, like, looking at- I'm just like,
Well,
and then I go like this. Oh my God.
Oh yeah, do we sound like the other people?
Yeah.
if you want, you can try to. I don't. I
And then I go like this.
don't
the
know.
I noticed that I'm at least a foot and a half shorter.
No. Oh.
76 inches? That's only like 5.5 feet, isn't it?
How the fuck tall are you? 76 inches is 5 feet, 7 feet almost.
Is it?
60 is 5, 72. Okay, yeah, you're right. It's like 6'3" or something.
Okay, then I rescind that.
Okay.
All that math was in the podcast.
You're welcome.
It'll be good.
Super exciting.
So I wake up.
So
Where's
we're
Olwen
waking
at?
up.
Yes.
I'm looking for Olwen right away. I'm scrambling to see over this table. I see myself where I thought I was standing. I shake myself awake.
Wait.
I shake Morty, but I'm Morty.
Oh, okay.
But it's Jean, maybe, because he starts responding to me in his beautiful accent.
So we don't sound like us?
No, you do.
For my sake, you keep your accent.
So as you guys start
Shaking me, you dumbass.
As you guys start to come to and start to gain awareness, you noticed where Olwen was once, there is now a blue glowing mist. And it's starting to...
It's classic.
It's starting to...
Every time at the Rusty Anchor, people turn into blue glowing
It's
mist.
starting to take shape. And it's starting to move around the room in a very chaotic way.
So I go to like reach for my spear, but obviously like my spear is no longer there. And then I kind of look at Jean, who's now Morty, for a moment, and I like consider just like stealing his spear from him. But there's no way at 33 inches tall that I'd be able to wield my normal spear that I usually use. So like I pull out my like a dart, just like a freaking like a barbed thing with like some feathers on the end that I can throw at bitches. And I'm just like, I like ready myself. I'm like, the fuck. And I even say that. I'm like, the fuck.
So do we have all of our own spells still?
No.
No. You
Okay.
are.
So you now
playing
have
as that
Morty's
character.
spells, including turning into a wild animal of your choice. I handed you all the
really
animals.
is-
You could turn into anything with
Morty
the number
really
2
wants you to
on the
turn
left.
into a
Those are the
wild
most
animal.
powerful.
I'm good.
So you
Just kidding if you
are a
want.
hunter. What was his class?
Yeah, so I'm a ranger. So
Nice.
as Xylor starts to
just talking third
find
person.
herself, Morty finds himself in Xylor's body and starts to come to. You guys all start to notice that this is kind of a ghostly yes,
Manifestation?
Yes, that word.
I thought I had Morty's body.
You do. That's what he's saying.
Oh,
But I'm Morty in Xylor's body. You're Jean in Morty's body.
I hate all this.
That's all I wanted for my birthday.
My anger.
Let the hate flow.
Yeah, see? It's a theme.
Old Caleb's like,
Okay.
So, a cackling ghost appears in front of all of you. Yes.
You guys, a ghost.
Yes. A horrifyingly gruesome ghost. It is the
manifestation.
manifestation.
There you go. Just talk like that.
I
bro.
just have to say Fuck you. Words. And yeah. What do you do there, Jean?
Dude, I want to kill this thing.
You want to kill this thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, give it a go.
Okay. Let's see here. What color is this ghost, did you say? I know
Blue.
it came from...
Blue.
Yes.
Jesus, pay attention, guy who's never been here before.
Yeah, it's a teal. It's a teal blue.
Oh, teal blue. That
It's
makes all the difference.
it's Tiffany blue.
Okay. Let's see here. Let's see, it's a ghost. So I'm going to go ahead and draw my rapier.
You did say rapier.
I did,
Yeah.
young sir.
Okay. Yeah, no.
Young Blue Mist.
Dude, that's my rap name.
Rapier or...
Yo, son. This that young blue mist.
Ooh, I'm going in full steam here. I am going to do. You see, after kind of looking at his hands, because Mystery Man, who's now embodied in Jean-Claude
blood sport. He's kind of looking at his hands, freaking out a little bit, and then kind of feels himself up. You know, like, what is this power? What is this? What do I feel? I feel so weird. And then all of a sudden, he just throws his hands out in the direction of the ghost because he's spooked by a ghost. And he casts Chill Touch. He does not like that I know that he has that spell now.
Chill Touch.
Yeah, Chill Touch.
To a ghost.
Yes.
Copy that.
If you
Yeah.
go through the pages, it tells all the stuff you need.
All I need.
Because Bentley's
Keep
the
going.
most prepared.
Oh, sweet. Okay. So, when I throw my hand out, you see this also teal mist, ghostly skeletal hand. What's the word I'm looking for? Appear right in front of me, and then it shoots out towards the ghost and attempts to touch the ghost in ways that the ghost does not want to be touched.
And by that I mean it grasps it.
Yeah.
Nor could be touched because ghosts are resistant to cold and cold spells.
But it's a ghostly hand on a ghostly ghost. So let me
I'm a necromancer.
let me explain this.
I did not know that. Thank you.
Badass.
One target range.
I'm so sad I know that now.
I know. I'm fucking pissed.
You shouldn't have come in so hot and heavy with this thing.
I literally said nothing for the first 35 minutes.
No, and it was glorious.
Um,
You did so good.
So I'm
We can
going
edit
to
this.
have you roll your.
I'll wait on Bob's episode first.
I need to roll my attack, right?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm rolling a 20 plus. Okay, so this is to see if it hits. 9 plus 6, so
Which is a breakdown
15.
of all
So that's against its
For a
armor
certain
class. So if a 15 meets or beats its armor class, it's a hit.
It does.
Yay! So I hit it. Okay. Now I need to roll 2d8.
Oh my god.
1 plus 8. So that's 9 necrotic damage.
Ghost is dead, right? We can all thank
Yeah.
this
And
stranger who's in
It's
Sean's
got some
body.
pretty sweet after
Yeah.
effects, too.
So you can't regain any hit points until the start of your next turn.
Of your next turn.
Of my next turn. And undead, which I believe this is,
Yeah.
also have disadvantage on attack rolls versus me
Just like
until the
wrecking
end
this
of my next
ghost.
turn.
He tried so hard. He picked a ghost, and it's just like it happened to work out.
I did try pretty hard on this. I just want to say that was a.
So basically, if you have any sort of heal spells, or if somebody tries to heal you or whatever like that, that doesn't work until after my next. Bless you.
Bless you.
Until the beginning of my next turn.
You've definitely killed this ghost. Just FYI.
Just in that,
Out the gate?
Just out the gate.
you're welcome.
Yeah.
Okay.
So describe the death.
Cool
to me.
necromancer.
Yeah. Weave us the tale of this sweet death scene. This blue mist that's like coalescing, and all of a sudden, the stranger whom we've never met, who's in Jean's body, is just like reaching out, just like.
So
I
this
know,
was
I'm
just this was the initial manifestation of this ghost. This ghost hadn't manifested completely
Wait, what?
and had its full heyday.
It was gathering its power,
Exactly.
like in an episode of
Exactly.
Supernatural.
And you just reached out.
I nipped it in the bud.
And you did.
I nipped its butt.
Just like a gardener, you saw this
move,
little
bro.
blooming thing, and you were just like,
well, he was coming at me, so
Solid. Yeah. No.
Okay.
Solid. Cool.
all right. So
that all the-
as the ghost, describe the death.
All you hear is a sonic piercing sound. Everyone grabs their ears just like that, almost identical to that. Everyone grabs their ears, falls to the ground, flash of light, puff of smoke, and
With that,
this ghost has
been
been
vanquished.
vanquished.
I looked for all
With
these spells
that,
for that whole time.
Everybody starts to get drowsy again. And it's like you had seen this before.
And we see Matrix-like,
Matrix-like
Venetian blinds.
Venetian blinds.
the other way.
And you are correct, sir. We're going left one more time. And this time,
Oh man,
when you fall asleep,
I could do so much damage
Oh,
here.
when you
as an amateur.
yeah, you kill everybody. Yeah. As you fall asleep, a word enters your mind. You see it almost as if it was printed up and you were visually reading it, but it was more impressed on you. And the word is on that paper.
Wow, that's
And-
secretive.
And now we're on to encounter number 2.
Does that say tits? Not cool.
Are we constrained to the bar?
No. Any setting. This is magical, man. You can be wherever you want, whenever you want. It could be in Salem, Oregon in 2017.
Well,
Nope.
now that you stole my idea,
In the Lee apartment building.
I was thinking woman in the red dress scene in The Matrix.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, come on.
Yeah.
You guys, all of a sudden, you slowly start feeling the fog just like lift from your guys' brain. All of a sudden, you remember being in the rusty anchor. You were fighting a ghost all of a sudden, and freaking.
This is intense.
And
Sorry, I'm listening.
and Jean
not on
Jean
there.
reached out and with his
It's on my
freaking
5-page character sheet back home.
With his
Uh-oh.
Sorry.
That was
Sorry.
such a mean
I'm
look.
kidding. I'm kidding. The last thing you guys remember, Jean reaching out with his commanding presence, and of course, I don't know how tall he is, but he's pretty good with his hands.
6'4".
He's 6'4", and he reaches over with this commanding hand, this left hand, and it just
ghost hand.
glows with these runes. Or not runes, but it just emanates with raw energy. And he reaches out and vanquishes this blue mist. And you guys remember, you hear this shriek. And it's just ringing out in your ears as you guys wake up. But all of a sudden, you guys are no longer in the rusty anchor. And for a moment, all of you were so disoriented, so just discombobulated. You realize that you're not even, for a moment, you were used to being Morty and you were used to being Jean, but now you got to figure out who you are, again. And you guys are running through the,
Getting my cardio in.
yeah. You guys are running. You don't know why, but you feel the call of the chase in your blood just thundering through, right?
He's turning you into an animal right now. This is what's fucking happening.
Now you have no choice but to change shape. No.
Do it.
No. I was going to say you were in the wild, but I lied. You're in the city. And you guys know well enough, all of you've been here long enough to recognize Bravik when you see it, rushing through the side streets of Old Town. No one knows them better than you, obviously. Even though you're in you don't realize it, but you're in a different body at the moment.
Morty says, I know these streets. Haven't done a lot of running.
And you guys look straight ahead. You realize you guys are chasing.
Xylor cast shade at Morty.
Solid.
You guys are chasing this group of you guys are chasing this group of ne'er-do-wells through the back alleys of Bravik. I'm going to need you all to roll some d20s.
I can do that. 19. Do we add anything?
Athletics. Add athletics.
Ooh.
Sorry, buddy. I think you're in the negative.
Non-natural 20. Non-natural 20.
Oh, okay.
17.
Okay. And we're waiting on to hear from Jean.
I believe it's the fourth one down in skills.
Yes. Jesus. 3.
Okay. So
Total?
3 total. Jean is not athletic at all.
So everybody has
Negative 1, right?
you guys both just keep running dead sprint ahead, and you don't even really realize that Jean or whoever is in Jean's body kind of falls behind. But you all sort of have this like memory of Jean kind of having his moment in the sunshine. So like, of course, like fuck him, nobody cares. Like he already took care of the last one, so he falls behind a little bit. Jean loses sight of what's going on, but you guys keep going, and these guys just dead sprint through the back alleys. They're jumping over carts. They're sliding under stands and through people's legs and doing all this stuff. I'm going to need another D20 when you guys get a chance. Not you, Jean. I'm so sorry. Actually, go ahead. Plus a what, though? Bastard.
Are we adding?
Yeah, athletics again.
13. 13. Total.
5.
Cinco.
Okay, so these guys, like, you're coming up, and all of a sudden, like, you come to this intersection, and you have, like, no idea where anybody went. You're just, like, looking around, and you're just like, pick away. Straight forward, or, you know, forward, straight, forward, left, or right. Quick.
Left.
Okay, so you guys are running. You're doing this whole thing, and you see this guy, like, he, like, jumps over this sweet little stand thing, and then you see him do it, so you, like, come in, you just, like, whoosh, do a tuck little divey roll. Who are you
parkour.
again? Yeah. Who are you?
18.
But who are you?
I'm Xylar.
So, yeah, obviously, like, you just do a little, like, thing right under it because you're so short and doing all this stuff. And then he's running as Morty or whatever, and you know, they, like, tip over this barrel of, like, whatever. They tip over, like, a barrel of apples in front of him, and, like, for a moment, he just, like, "Ooh," but he, like, managed to get straight through it, like, no problem.
Benny Hill music is playing.
Just kidding. So you went left. You went the wrong way. I'm so sorry.
Classic John.
So you guys keep running, and all of a sudden, like, these guys, like, they do a little hop, skip, and a jump. There's, like, a ladder or, like, some sort of, like, makeshift ladder thing, like Assassin's Creed style, like, leaning up against the house. Like, they climb up it. You know, what are you guys going to do? You going to follow them up this stuff? Are you going to try and follow them from the ground, or...
What would Morty do? WWMD.
He can't turn into a bird yet.
Yep.
Level 6 he could, though.
Okay.
Level 5 he can't.
He can definitely
I like
turn
how bitter
into
you
a dog.
sound. Yeah. Let's see here.
He could turn into a cat.
Oh, agile. Nice. Do it.
Even, like, probably a big cat. He can turn it all the way into, like, probably, like, a rhino-sized animal, and all the way as small as, like, a cat, or, like, even probably, like, a bug. Like, yeah, I think he can turn into a spider, too.
How tall is the building they just climbed up on?
Probably, like, they probably climbed, like, 15, 18 feet up.
And are they just going to completely start running parallel to the street, or are they going to start going off in a different direction?
You don't know. They just, like, climbed up, and it's like a group of 3 of these dudes, and just, like, total ninja status. Like, they leap up onto these crates, and then they just, like, grab, swing, climb up.
A firebolt. No, I don't have that. I'm just gonna try to follow the best I can. I'm gonna nimbly kind of try to.
Okay, roll me a d20.
Okay.
Plus your
That is
athletics.
The what?
Your athletics, which is probably a 0, I think, like, right?
Yep. Solid 17.
17. Okay, so you're just, like, right up on the roof, like, right behind these dudes.
I am going to change into a baboon.
What even was that?
Nice.
Where are the A-train?
How about this, though? Roll me a d20. Roll me a d20 to turn into a baboon.
11.
Okay.
Did I add anything?
No.
Okay.
So you pass it. You pass the roll.
Yay.
So for a second, you realize you're running in Morty's body, and you've been running with Morty long enough that it's like you've seen him turn into animals, and you know that his favorites are like cats and bears. But you remember going to the menagerie in Bravik one time when the traveling showman came around for the summer pageant, and you remember seeing these monkeys. They were called baboons, just bare red asses shown to the sun, and mean sons of bitches.
That's right.
Sharp fangs.
That's right.
And they fought for territory like no other animal you've ever seen. And so you struggle for a second, and for a brief moment, you know, your body assumes the pointed form of a feline. You see your ears pointing and all this stuff, but you redouble your focus onto your time at the menagerie at the summer pageant, and you turn your ass into a baboon. and
I'm gonna swing up.
you just swing.
super acrobatic,
Yeah, you
cool.
just like leap up, jump up, whatever the hell a baboon sounds like, and you're up on the roof. Your ass is a baboon. You realize you turned the wrong way, and you're already up there as a badass. And you guys are up there on these roofs, and of course, like, it's still kind of like right between wet season and dry season, or whatever the hell it is, or something. Cold and warm.
Classic Bravik.
Yep.
Bravik is traditionally a cold city.
Yep. Just so you know,
Think Norway.
Norway's a real country, Joseph.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah. Herring.
It's where the Vikings
Pickled
came from.
herring.
Sorry, Jean's not too smart. He's easy to look at.
He's like trying to think, like Xylor's trying to think through the muddle of like, but she realizes like, oh, I'm in Jean's body.
I'm like
no wonder.
I'm like 6'7" and I have a dick now, so I am very confused.
You're doing like that weird open leg run when you're trying to like unstick your balls to your leg, like from your leg.
You also got that neutral evil feeling going on in you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd rather kill someone in their sleep. Than
You can like
them.
sense all of like you can kind of sense all of this sort of like ghostly energies like emanating all around you. But regardless, you turn around, you guys are up on the roof, and now you look at these three dudes, hooded figures. They're darting across this roof. It's a clay tile, and there's just like footing is treacherous. You're not sure if you can make it. You see one guy like slip down, and he bangs his knee on the roof as one of the tiles slips off.
I laugh like a baboon. However,
And you guys obviously want to try and keep up, right?
yeah, heck yeah.
Okay, give me a d20, athletics. And as a baboon, you get a +5.
Instead of whatever your plus is.
Yeah. Go ahead and roll me a d20 as well.
11. 11 total for
Plus
me.
your athletics. 11 total.
So 12.
17.
Okay, so you just dart across the roof, like right across the crest of like where all these tiles meet, and you like realize you're gaining ground on these fools, and you're running across, whoosh, and one of the tiles slips out from under your baboon little paws, and it slips down to the ground, and you hear someone be like, ah, as a tile like hits him in the face, but you regain your footing and you keep running. Now you can see these guys clearly on the roof, and you make your way over there. And you see like kind of where they must have climbed up, because it's like this neat little orderly stack of shit up against the wall. And you start making your way, not as quickly as these other fools, but you make your way up onto the roof and you see them. And
And
as
by you,
get
you
up-
mean Jean/Xylor.
And when you
Right.
hover your cursor over it, a hand appears, so you know you can interact with it.
It's true. And so right as you're peeking your head up there, like you see that like whoever is in Morty's body like must have slipped or whatever, because this baboon is getting up, and you're just like, that's obviously Morty, right? Like a baboon isn't loose in the streets of Bravik. But weirder shit's happen. So you're gaining ground on these dudes, okay? And they're running and they leap down. These dudes like leap down and they hit this like freaking like open kind of enclosed courtyard area. There's like a neat little like pine tree like growing on one side and a tidy little gate on the other, and it's like a wide open area, but you're not, it's kind of closed off with walls on all sides. And these guys leap down, and you're close enough, you might be able to leap down on top of one of them. What do you want to do?
I would like to, as they're leaping, cast a spell.
All right.
Yeah.
X-ray vision.
Yeah. What kind of underwear are these guys wearing?
Haynes
chainmail.
tagless, that shit's weak. This episode brought to you by
MeUndies.
Fruit of the Loom. Oh,
Yeah,
MeUndies. Damn it.
Ba-dope, dope, dope. MeUndies, MeUndies.
Did you do a real one for me, Anders?
No.
Because that was really quick.
Yeah.
It's a Bilber. Okay. So I've got this card right here. It doesn't say anything about what dice to roll. It takes... When a creature moves in... No, it's a level 2 transmutation spell. When a creature moves into within the area, it takes 2d4 piercing damage for every 5 feet it travels. So you figure out how should I...
work, DM.
No, I just wanted if he knows the proper way.
Okay.
Because they're jumping down, so I want to raise up.
So you have these like things in your hand. You realize like you've seen Xylor operate enough that like she carries these like weird branches and shit, like, you know, in her little fanny pack or whatever it might be. And you pull them out, and you like remember
It's a
the
possibilities
incantation.
pouch.
You remember the incantation to
sixth
speak,
grade.
and you throw down these like thorns and branches, like right down where you think this guy is going to land, and you mutter the incantation to yourself, and right below this guy as he's sailing through the air to like land, and all of his like bros have hit the ground like with like cool ninja poses and all this stuff. Like this dude is like still sailing through the air, and you're just like whoo, throw it down, and where it landed. These things like, you know, start growing out, like doing all this sort of stuff, and they like form into these like jagged, disgusting, spiked, you know, things.
Wieners.
And the guy's like sailing through the air, and you could tell like he wants to change the direction bad, but he can't. And he's like looking down at the shit, and he can't. And of course, he lands straight on top of it, and he.
Solidly takes wiener.
Are you going to say it? Or
Yeah, well, 2d4, and I'm going to go ahead and say 3d4 because he's landing right on top of this shit, and he can't.
full force.
He can't, yeah, he's not changing direction, so 7 damage. So this dude like freaking lands down on this spike stuff. One goes straight through his thigh, and he's just like, ah! And it's like piercing through his thigh, and he's like, oh God, why? And the others are like, oh shit, and they like look back, and they see you like freaking like looking down at this dude right as this like baboon comes over your shoulder. Like, what do you want to do? These two dudes are like in shock as their friend has this like huge freaking like thorn like jutting through its leg, just like probably broken the bone.
What do I want to do as a baboon?
As a baboon,
I want to jump on the mother. The one that's got the spike through his
you
thigh.
want to jump on that guy
Yeah.
into the spikes though?
Yeah. Yeah. He'll break my fall.
All right.
It's
He's like,
As-
don't kill my character, bro.
as a baboon, I'm thinking like a baboon, and as a person who just came out of the wild, which you made very clear.
I said
early.
several years ago.
Yeah.
It was a big part of my
all I
upbringing.
want to do is just jump on this dude and like just jump up and down.
Well, you
and
definitely
smash
feel
him.
your animal instincts
Yeah,
taking over.
that's right.
And as you look down at this guy and just like blood spraying everywhere, you just like feel that baboon instinct to just like go pound on them while they're down and take your territory by force.
That's exactly right.
And so you do. You go and jump down. Give me a D20 plus, I guess, dexterity, which does the baboon have like a different dexterity bonus or anything, or does it say? You probably have your same attributes, actually. I think you have your same attributes.
Is it?
Yeah.
I can look it up. Or
I think that druids do, but they get like different HP, they get different stuff like that, but the attributes might be the same. While you're looking that up real quick, so you got up onto the roof, you saw this baboon slip, and all of a sudden, you know, these dudes throwing things over here, and the baboon's like jumping into the air, and
6
you're like
total.
just climbing up on top of this thing. Like, what do you want to do?
I want to clear the roof. I want to.
First,
I want to find.
he's standing like
Me?
Yes.
Xylor.
Morty.
Xylor's you.
It's gotten so
you.
convoluted.
So-
I want to find myself.
Oh, that's real deep, bro.
Yeah. Is
So
the roof
you
Coachella?
see yourself standing right in front of you. You realize you're going the right way, but you got like 50 foot of roof like in front of you or whatever it might be. You got to roll me a d20 unless you want to take it slow.
No, I'm gonna get across there.
All right.
No,
Plus athletics.
there's none.
You have 0 or whatever.
A deuce. That is a deuce. Then
Man, we're both.
Oh shit! So you're like running across this thing, and like these freaking tiles start giving out from under you, and one by one, it's like you're running. It's just like whoosh, 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 and you like keep putting your foot, and all of a sudden you're like shooting tiles out from underneath your foot, and you like manage to just like wham,
Like a treadmill.
like hit the ground like right kind of at the foot of Xylor, and you're just like, what the fuck? Okay, and you rolled with a 6 athletics. Okay, so you're just like jumping down like rah, rah, or whatever monkey sounds make, and you just like freaking land right on this guy's face. clearly, you do 1d4 damage. Roll me the damage.
Your red ass just all up in his.
I kind of smush it in. 1.
But you also take 2d4 damage.
So I take 3 damage.
Okay.
I
So
gave 1, took 3.
you just like smack this guy in the face right as these like razor barbs like cut your shit up. So now these two dudes on the ground, they like look at you. One of them draws a sword, the other one draws a quarterstaff. They see this baboon over there. One of them rocks over and just like goes to take a full on like man swing at this baboon with the quarterstaff.
Roll initiatives. Just,
Yeah, you're right. You should.
Bravik Marketplace. I didn't want to do that again.
Roll initiatives, you bastards. D20.
15.
I rolled initiatives
10
for you guys.
10 total.
15.
5.
Nailed it.
Okay, so what is it?
Isaac
Come
John.
on, Jean.
What'd you have, Bentley?
15.
Okay, so okay, this guy just rolled an 18. You see that? Okay, so this guy with the quarterstaff walks over to this baboon. He goes to take a swing at this baboon-faced bastard. What's your AC? That's the baboon.
Oh, as a baboon.
Yeah, does it say? Is it something different on the chart? Or I'll give you a clue. This guy probably missed.
12.
Yeah, this guy missed. So he goes to take a swing at you, and you're just like baboon, like still on this dude's face. You like leap over it.
Out of the way of that.
Okay. Now it is Bentley's turn. Roll it.
How big is the area that we're in?
It's pretty big.
Okay, and how close are the people to me?
They're one of them. Two of them are right underneath you. The other one, it's like you can't jump on them, but you could like probably attack them with a ranged thing. Or
Okay. Then I would like to grab the closest one to me, and even though I'm small, using my low center of gravity, do a little hip throw into the thorns where the other people are.
you're
drop
still up on the
Sanagi?
roof, so you can jump down, and I will let you.
Oh, yeah, I was.
I'll let you do like if you roll high, you can do like a cool like land on them judo like.
Yeah. How about, okay, I forgot I was on the roof. Check it out. And I'll roll for it. I jump off the roof, give the Macho Man elbow.
Okay.
Nice.
The people's elbow.
Knowing the macho man coming at you, going right down from the top. Oh, yeah.
And then you just...
Okay.
And I'm right in the guy's face.
Okay. Roll me a d20.
All right.
Xylor is tiny.
Yeah, I know. That's why it's funny.
But
14.
Huge
Okay.
rack.
Yeah, you freaking jump down on this dude. all 33 inches of you with the Macho Man Randy Savage
And 37
elbow.
pounds.
And just like, wham, dude, you wail this dude right in the face. Give me a 1d4.
Solid 4.
Solid 4, dude. Okay, I'm just going to say you hit the one with the quarterstaff. So you do a solid 4 damage to him. Now it's Caleb's turn.
Yeah. Morty. All right.
As a baboon.
Can I... Is it an action to change back?
Yeah,
Uh,
it is.
okay, I'm just going to continue babooning. And where am I in relation to this guy? Am
You're
I
like
still-
on top of him still.
Okay. I want to jump up and down some more.
Okay.
I want to finish this guy off.
All right. Roll me a d20.
There we go.
Plus
what-
proficiency, which is probably a +3 because we're
yeah.
all level 5.
18.
So you just like, you just like start wailing on
You
this dude's
chicken him.
face, and you're just like, you're just like jamming his leg even deeper onto the thorn, and it just like cuts a carotid. Like this guy was already like freaking done, but you just nick a vein, and he just like bleeds out. But his face is all bashed up from
That's
your
right.
monkey fisting him in the face and
That's
all
right.
this sort of stuff. The guy who's impaled on the thorn is dead.
Yes. I'm not sure if that's something that your character would enjoy, but I do, playing this character.
Good. Okay.
The part of Jean that can still react looks over at you and gives you a very slight eyebrow raise.
I can't tell if that's
Sword
good.
guy attacks Bentley. Sword guy attacks Bentley and hits with a sword
I love how crazy,
for 2 damage.
crazy that is.
Xylor glares.
Okay.
Classic Xylor.
So this dude just like runs over and like swings the sword, and like Xylor gives a little dodge, and the sword just like whoosh, glances across the arm and like cuts her.
Immediately, look at the wound. Look at the wound. Look back up.
Ooh. Okay, now it's your turn. You're up on the roof. You knocked all these things down. You're prone, but you can get up and you can kind of see everything that's going on.
Yes, I am very into self-preservation, so
Okay.
I shrug. And
If you just want to admire the battle scene, you're more than welcome
that's
to.
what I'm going to do. I'm just going to kind of stand there and look on.
All right. So you guys like
Like a
look up
dick.
and you can kind of see like Jean just like nodding, you know, over the battlefield, just kind of like, like yes, good work or whatever it might be. You know, you can't tell from down there. But now it's Bentley's turn, playing as Xylor. So you got sword guy and quarterstaff guy.
Okay, so I've just dropped the elbow on quarterstaff person, right?
Yep.
That's when I hit?
Yep.
Okay, so now did they crumple to the ground and am I on top of them? What's the deal?
Yeah, you landed pretty gracefully. They like did kind of like a half to the ground thing, but they're standing prone again.
Oh, so they're standing up?
Yeah.
I'm standing up?
Yeah.
Then Xylor is going to draw her dagger
Okay.
and make a leap and go right for that ball bag there, kid.
Okay. Give me a roll.
All right.
Solid. Dude, she's scrappy.
Plus.
Your proficiency is probably 3 because it's level 5. So yeah, 3 right there.
Of
The top.
what?
Proficiency.
It says proficiency
say-
top.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Or like plus your dagger, whatever it might be.
Oh, yeah. Probably should look at that first.
Plus 3. Yeah, so you use your dagger. Wham! You just hit this dude. I think it's a 1d4.
1d4 on a 13.
Okay, yeah, you hit 1d4.
3 damage.
And I'll tell you what.
1d4, yeah. So 3 damage.
Oh, 3 damage.
Right to the ball bag there.
So, like, you just, like, stab this dude right in the junk, and he's just like...
I want to double hand and try to do like the Goonies, like down the
Yes. Yeah, down the sail.
yeah.
Okay. So, sure, yeah.
So I jump up like, and I've got it behind my head, and I just stab right in, and then let gravity do the rest.
Okay.
Baby Ruth.
So you freaking just, like, sail through the air, like, ah! And just, like, jump through the air with your little dagger or whatever, it's just, whoosh, and the guy's like, bah! And he, like, clearly missed his balls, but, like, you hit him, like, right in the torso, and you're just, like, doing that weight, and you just kind of give it a little saw motion as you're sliding down,
Damn these 37 pounds.
And you're just like, come on. You're, like, kicking your little legs, and it slides down, and the guy's like, bah! And, yeah, dude, it, like, goes down, whoosh, and you can, like, just see the guy's face. And it's like, dude, he's... like totally torn open. He just like kind of falls to the ground as you just like whip your dagger through the air. Your turn, Caleb.
So,
there's only one guy standing now.
all right. I am going to do a handspring, but I don't want to land on my feet. I want my feet to grab the remaining person's neck, like as if they were
Baboon
hands.
style.
Yeah, and then just strangle.
I
like
approve.
A monkey.
Yeah, like monkeys do, and just try to
Like the
strangle.
monkeys I saw at the menagerie come
Yeah.
the summer pageant that
Right,
one time.
Right. That was one heck of a show. Basically, I want to strangle the heck out of this dude with my bare feet.
Okay, give me a d20.
8 total.
Yeah, you don't. You like do a little handspring and he just like punches you right in your little baboon balls.
Oh man.
Okay, so now you're looking down, playing Jean, and you're looking down. You're admiring the battle scene. You just saw yourself,
Yeah.
like cut a dude in half, kind of, and like disembowel him and his little testicles everywhere.
Yeah.
You admire that. What do you want to do?
I laugh hysterically at him being punched in the baboon balls.
Is that it? Okay. All right. So
Classic Jean.
this sword guy who just like punched you right in
He's the best.
monkey, who punched you right in the monkey dick. He rolls to attack you and he misses sadly. Okay, now it's Bentley's turn. Actually, this guy,
Yeah.
he looks at you and he goes, "Halt!" What do you guys do?
I tried to
Are you
start.
Clearly-
Sean?
Everybody is so shocked.
Xylor licks the blood off of the dagger and then slowly points it at him. And goes,
And he goes,
I'm listening.
"Do you guys even know why you're chasing us?"
Jean says,
Which you can't hear from the rooftop.
Violence isn't the answer for everything. What say you?
I say you're scared of dying because you're the only one left.
I say
True.
ooh,
And he looks up and he goes, "No, monkey, no. The truth is, you're so attuned to violence you don't even question why you fight."
Okay.
Jean makes the symbol for dab. And
which is a symbol.
yeah, that's a symbol.
He shakes his head.
Made a symbol for a
Yeah.
symbol.
And he goes, "Wouldn't you rather solve this with your intellect?"
I try to strangle him with my feet again.
It's not your turn, monkey.
Classic monkey.
You asked what we all do. That's what I do. Oh no, is he? What's he getting out?
Jean encourages Xylor to whoop that ass.
So you guys have an option here. To solve this with your intellect or to keep beating this guy. Bentley, what do you do?
Yeah, I'm going to throw my dagger right at his face.
Whoop that
Okay.
ass.
Throw it.
That guy.
Give me
he's
a D20.
He's super scared right now.
You should have said that before we killed both of his friends.
What do I have to stare?
You're probably down here or whatever your dagger is, +3.
22.
Okay, so you just like throw this shit right
That's
at his
funny.
face.
Like mid sentence.
And you do 1d4 worth of damage.
All right.
+3.
I think timing wise,
my
it should be worth more than 1d4.
3.
So you do 6 damage to him. You hit him right in the face. The dagger just like sinks into his eye, and he goes, "But the intellect!" And then he falls to the floor dead. And you're all of a sudden your vision starts going blurry, just like
Matrix.
and it's like vibrating. And you're like, "Hey!" You fall off the roof. You are still a monkey, and you guys all fall unconscious, Matrix style, with Vienna curtains or whatever.
Yes. The Vienna sausage curtains.
All right, and when that happens, much like our friend over here, a word was impressed. So let's hand him to the left.
There you have it. 2 encounters under the belt. We got, by my count, 1 left. Thanks for sticking around while we catch up on normal content for you guys. Grab your stamp and look it.